I'm sorry about not streaming yesterday. I felt like, hot garbage. I was on and off the pot all day. Just stomach feel bad. Stomach hurt. But I'm doing okay now. I've got my water. I had my lunch. I still feel a little weird, but mostly fine. Mostly fine. Definitely good enough to stream to take my mind off it, you know? So we're gonna start this new thing. This is the new thing with the red muscle car, which is the only thing we saw last time. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. What? What happened? That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie? Oh god, I wonder what kind of pun Eenie is gonna, like miney? Wait, what? Okay, sorry. We're here now. This is not a flashback. It's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. All right. Well, Maya's in jail again. This is gonna be fun. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. Okay, wait, this is a flashback because this is the first time. This is before that first case. I think. I didn't pay attention to the dates on the last case because I never pay attention to the dates. What? Oh gosh, what is this guy? What is his voice gonna be? I gotta think about it for a second. What? I can't really do data. I'm thinking robot voice. Yeah, Zigzagoon hair. That's what I was trying to think of. Like, what? There's a Pokemon that's coming to mind. Yeah, Zigzagoon hair. What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? He's gonna be uptight. He's very stressed. I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. That is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve, calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Yeah. Cause yeah, it's pretty funny. Turner Gray. Womp womp. Did you hear me? Upsetting. God, his voice is turning into just Ben Shapiro. 1 second, I have to look up. I have to look up something real fast because it's a good bit. I said, certified freak. 7 days a week. Wet ass, P-word, make that pull-out game weak. Beat it up, N-word. Get to charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this P-word right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. And it continues along these lines. I love, that is the funniest thing Ben Shapiro ever did, was read those fucking lyrics. I think that should be his whole job, is just, literally just reading lyrics to pop songs, but in his weaselly little voice. It'd be brilliant. It'd be amazing. Yes, I heard you. I agree. It's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet... Catch a charge. it just gets me every time. That nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting her to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. And this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand ol' accident and crashes her car. Smash! Crunch! Instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. God, what an asshole. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice, and the nurse's mysterious, fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Hop on top. I want to ride. I do a kegel while it's inside. Like, come on. Is that not the funniest fucking thing? Oh boy. I crack myself up. This is the real reason that I do this, is because I think I'm hilarious. Why would I? Now, I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct? Maya? Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes, I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... well, we worked a few trials together. But she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not. She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya, I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. But she's also lying to people and saying that you work for her, so clearly not that much has changed. Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit, so she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? And that is why I have searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. June 19th, Korean Village. So, this is Korean Village, Maya's hometown. Yeah, it's baby!
It's Uwu.
Why, hello there. Yeah, what an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly! Someone else is coming this way. Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again.
Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up.
It's not that big of a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away.
Well, maybe I exaggerated. Just a little.
It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more.
No, you're not allowed. I've already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself.
Oh, well, anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon.
But this case, do you know the messy story behind it?
Behold the power of Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident.
Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway?
The tabloids.
That's what I thought.
I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me.
Yeah, I guess so. So, this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Korean. It's not Korean. Like durian. Korean. I'm trying to think of Korean. Like, I don't know. I can't come up with a pun. Korean? No, I can't come up with like a bastardization of an English word or a pun out of it other than just rain. But I don't know what. Yeah, it's nothing. Or like crane, like the bird. Crane. I don't know. Maybe there's something. Maybe there's something going on there. Since every word in this game, every name of a thing is a pun.
Crane Village. But I've heard some people call this place Medium Valley too.
Interesting. Something's going on.
It is.
So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Oh, thanks, Tiara.
Pretty much. Most of my, and if it comes up later, if it's like, oh, they talk about it later, then just let me see it on my own. But if it's just like, oh yeah, it's actually this fucking weird thing that they don't mention because they expect you to get it. Most of my ancestors were too, I think.
That's probably true since the Fae... That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong.
Actually, only the women of the village are spirit mediums, or mediums in general, whatever.
So, what do the men do?
They usually work someplace outside the village.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her?
Oh, you mean Pearly?
Pearly?
Pearl Faye. She's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly.
Cousin? Wait, then that means, is she also a...
Yup, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling.
Ah, I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier.
Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious looking person tries to talk to you, run away.
Suspicious looking?
Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters.
Well, of course not.
Pearly's my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Korean Village.
Aunt?
Pearly's mother's my aunt. Duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers.
All right. Good luck, Maya.
Yeah, she fucking loves hamburgers. This girl... Okay, so actually that'd be really funny. Like if this girl from an insular Japanese, like, medium village who doesn't go into the outside world was like, fuck yeah, hamburgers. Like, that would be funny. And I would accept that as like a joke. But like, come on. Eat your fucking hamburgers, Apollo.
Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. June 19th, Fay Manor, meditation room.
Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed.
Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy?
No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airways.
Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment.
But anyway, this is a splendid manor.
No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though.
I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you too.
Guide map added to the court record. Cool. What are you gonna do once the nurse's spirit has been called?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession.
A signed confession?
Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry, and I apologize for being negligent.
Okay, so this guy knows more than what he's letting on. Cause she just got the sleeping pills. I took my pills, put them in my mouth, I eat all my pills, and I feel better. It's really good. Oh boy!
With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop.
Oh, I see. So, how did you hear about Maya Fay?
I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Korean School of Channeling.
The home, huh?
Korean. Not Korean. I want it to be like durian.
for some reason. Karain. Karain just sounds weird. And Miss Maya is a daughter of the Master, I hear. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Not even the Japanese name. Well, thanks a lot, Wiki. How freaking helpful. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? Yeah, maybe. Ooh. Master Oogway's in here. Oh, I'm going through all these, baby. Yeah, I know, in this old-ass wooden manor. It's great. It's perfect. We should have more fire hazards. It's like flashing lights. Like, I love flashing lights. We need more flashing lights. We need more fire hazards. Just put warnings on them. Because you don't get cool flashing lights. I know! I was mad they changed it. Like, they should have just put a specific warning and had an option to turn it off. If they... But... Because you don't get cool flashing lights in video games anymore. Which is fine. Mostly. But it's just every now and then it's fun. Like, I wouldn't want it... Because in the retro, you know, 2D era... They happened a lot. Like, every fucking death screen for anything was like... Brrr. Yeah, the anime always getting dimmed down when any cool action happens. Fucking sucks. Literally, I finally discovered that literally that stupid fucking Pikachu Porygon episode is what caused that. Like, that dumb piece of nerd, like, trivia that everyone knows. I know it's Pikachu's fault, and now Porygon's not in anything, and we get everything dimmed. But that stupid fucking band, like, did you know there's a banned episode of Pokemon where there's a bunch of lights because of Porygons and stuff? And Pikachu zaps them or something? Did you also know there's a banned episode where James has big titty disguise? Whoa! Like, I get it. And now we have these stupid fucking... Oh, it's so terrible. It's so terrible, it makes me angry. Upsetty. And I will say, to be fair, it's better than giving people seizures. Even if it's a little annoying to me, it's definitely better than giving people seizures. But there are definitely better, like... There's definitely better things that you could do. There's better ways to go about it than just removing these things from all media forever. Just put an option. Just put a warning. Because all these things have warnings, right? And people who have visual epilepsy, I've known some, they take the risk often. They're like, yeah, you know, I just look up things and, you know, there are resources online that, and the ESR, I don't know if it's the ESRB, but generally games, like, actually list the things that happen for disability purposes. Like, hey, there's a risk here. There's a risk here. It does this specific thing. So if you're very sensitive, maybe don't play this. But if you're kind of not sensitive, or you know your own limits or whatever, they just do. They play it anyway. But yeah, all consoles and all games nowadays have, like, if you have epilepsy, don't play it because you can't sue us now. And that's all well and good. But I think that you could make cool flashing lights again
but also say, hey, this is a real warning. There is really a thing that would be sensitive, or that will cause people with severe visual epilepsy to be at risk. And then just have that be there and let them know and have an option. Having an option is always better. And also, you should allow people to make their own decisions. It's stupid. Anyways, back to the video game. Wow, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights. Speaking of flickering lights, I guess they're candles? Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir, is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I've heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. I knew we were gonna get a Morgan eventually. I knew we were gonna get one because it's important. It's important to have a Morgan Le Fay. Yeah, big hair. Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you ask too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you've already forgotten that it was not for Mystic Maya and her assistance, you surely would not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job? When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. Yeah, let's talk about the present. She's just condescending all over the place. Woo-woo! Well, have fun! So, why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir! Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. It's in the blood. Excuse me? Blood? It's blood. Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she's the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Well, cool. We'll see you later, Tiara. Have fun listening to my Reads You Funny Story podcast, which is basically like what half of my streams are. The funny voice show featuring funny voice. Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Korean channeling Kurain. Remember it. Channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. I knew it. I knew we were gonna do this Hyuga shit. This Branch family, cousins, and all this stuff. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power,
she can never become the master of the Kurain school. Not even if there's no masters left. Like, that's... yeah, anyway. Hyuga shit. Period. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however, I will admit, I cannot even begin to compare to the lowliness of my power to the lowliness of my power to the masters. So that's how it is. So today's channeling will be her first? Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong, it is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident indeed. The channeling will take place here, in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. So this room is the channeling chamber? The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session? Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh. The secrets of the Kurain... Okay, no, I got it that time. I corrected myself. Even though I got Kurain, I was right. Techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. Oh, I see what's happening. I see what's gonna happen here. It wasn't her. It was someone else. Oh yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She is an adorable, angelic young girl. She is kind of adorable. She is also kind of five-head. She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not of the evils of in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Christ. Present badge. Good sir. Ah! We would like to begin the channeling at 3 o'clock. If you don't mind, good sir, would you mind allowing me to make preparations? Sure. Go ahead. She's a fae, all right. Just as odd as the rest. Can I look at this? Yeah, let's look at this. So we have the channeling chamber, the meditation room, which is where you come in, the winding way, and the side room. Okay. And this folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. Kurain. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. Doodly-doo-doo-doo. And this is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw in the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. I guess this is an altar? Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. And some branches of a sacred tree that have been set in a predetermined arrangement. Good sir, I wonder if you would please not touch the sacred objects. Those objects are being offered to the spirits. If you were to touch them, good sir, they would become cursed. Yes, cursed! She really didn't have to talk down to me. I'm not that much of an idiot. Yeah, I wasn't gonna fucking touch him, lady. Chill out. And there's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. Okay. Well, let's just make sure we're not missing anything. The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. There's a giant iron lock where the handle is. It feels like a curtain that separates the normal world from the spirit one. Nothing about the candles? He doesn't want to talk about them? Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the winding way. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? It looks a little out of place in a garden like this. Let's look at it. I have to look. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. Ooh. There, just had to stretch a little bit. A splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in, although that incinerator piques my curiosity. Well, I already looked at it, Phoenix, so chill out. Ugh, 1 second, sorry. How does this need? It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. It looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting. So it's time to move on. It looks like there's a room over there, too. A peaceful feeling is emanating from it. Alright, well, let's go in there. What's in the bed? Is it just a giant pillow? Why is there like there's a person in there? So this is... So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's a bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. Okay. I shouldn't disturb them. There's bedding spread out on the floor. Is that someone sleeping in one over there? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea to not disturb her sleep. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to the base. Kurain Village. The heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir. So does this mean it's easy to spot bears here? And for them to spot you? What? It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as a storage space. But here, it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. Loosen up, lips. This is the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here, I can see the winding way and the little garden in the courtyard. Anything else? Anything else? It doesn't look like it. It looks like there's nothing else. We'll just leave.
Hey, you! Hold on now! This gal's got a few questions to ask. Oh no, I knew it. I saw gal and I'm like, oh no. I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. Well, I'll be! It's Mr. Phoenix Wright. How you been? Haven't seen you in, what, a year?
You are, lot of hair, lot of heart. You're a lot of heart, right? Bingo! I'm the one and only paranormal photographer. Lot of heart. So I guess you're still at it? Being a photographer, I mean. Of course. And today, I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. You wait and see. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channeling's about to get started. Is it that time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on. What? What? A lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. What good times? She seems like a fairly nice person, but she also lied through her teeth and almost got my fucking guy killed. Poor Edgeworth. Almost got him executed. So chill out, lady. Good times. Whatever. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya, an honored guest, please proceed to the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies, once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, I sure would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yup, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. Water. Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? Texas. What? I'm from the heart of the heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request you return to this heart of the heartland. What are you? This is Kurain Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Bang. Hey now! What was that just now? It came from inside the channeling chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot! Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I'd bet my afro on it. Maya's in there. We'll ask Morgan what to do. Miss Faye, what should we do? Yeller-bellied chicken liver. What are you waiting for? Just kick it down already. But the key. That key is one of a kind. In this world, there is only that one. Even I am powerless to open that door. There's really no other way. All right. Stand aside. I'm gonna break the door down. Wait, please. That sort of recklessness. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man. Good. Dr. Gray. I was murdered.
Maya? That man murdered me. So, I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from there. Please, leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry, before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny.
All right, I guess we will. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using this phone booth to call the police.
And
they're on their way.
That's good. Lordy, when I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon.
She seems really on edge because of all this.
Excuse me, that just came out of nowhere.
Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on.
Hey, mister. That gal, Maya. She wasn't the one pulling that pulled that trigger, was she?
Oh yeah. Lotta doesn't know that when Maya is channeling, her whole physical appearance changes.
Okay, so that's one of the things I wanted to know. Like, is this just for our benefit, or does her body literally change? Because that's important. And then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then.
Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray?
Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation.
Really?
I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep.
I sorta got the same impression myself.
He's real controlling. Soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he just starts a-hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him. Ooh. Ah, Mr. Wright.
Miss Faye, how's, Mystic Maya?
She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful.
Let me see her, please.
She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery.
I guess I just have to wait. Ugh.
The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again?
What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe?
Hey, Tiara. That's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, all right?
Why is he grinning at me?
Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Gumshoe? Jim Shoe?
My name isn't Jim Shoe.
No carts! No carts in the Walmart! Can't believe it.
The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's one in English. It says 100 ways to save money. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life.
I love that.
The door that leads to the channeling chamber. The place where spirits and people meet. The iron in this door was tempered, making it very solid. It looks like there's a strong lock on this door to top it off. Someone with a lot of skill wrote these 4 Chinese characters with a brush. Oh, look, here's a translation. Once in a lifetime, water flowing underground into the blue again after the money's gone. Once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those, like, to be fair, I don't know Japanese or Chinese, but I know that those don't look like angry buildings. Those are probably Japanese characters. I mean, I guess this one here kind of looks like a building, but it's not an angry building, which is what Chinese looks like. It looks like angry buildings. But yeah, it's got an English translation, thank goodness. Like, that's definitely Japanese. $20? Oh. Well, that's still pretty freaking good. Look it up on the website. Because I think the website was where the sale was happening. Man, $20 is still pretty good for, you know, a 60-hour game. I don't know, 60. I've played it for 60 hours. Anyway, once in a lifetime. Aw, boo. That sucks. I'm sorry, Tiara. Its message is people should value their ghostly meetings as once in a lifetime chances. And you may ask yourself, where does that highway go to? And you may ask yourself, my God, what have I done? Let's check out the side room, just to make sure. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? So, isn't it about time to start? Time to start what? Ooh, that's still pretty good. I still need to buy Remind. I actually haven't played it. Because I was waiting for the PS5 to do so, because of loading stuff. But then I couldn't get a freaking PS5 because nobody can get a freaking PS5. But you know, whatever. You know, like the channeling. Channeling? No, actually the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there has been a murder. So like, a murder is that thing where like one person kills another, right? Yes, a person has killed another person. Oh, that's what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer. Yeah. After all that effort, that's all she had to say. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to like introduce myself. My name is Eeny Miny. I knew it. I said Eeny Miny. I fucking said Eeny Miny. I said Eeny Meeny, actually. Because I assumed there would be a Mo Miny, because Miny Mo doesn't work. I assumed there would be Eeny Meeny and Mo Miny. That's what I thought. But still, Eeny Miny's pretty close. I recognized what they were doing. At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology?
That's right. I think people like usually call it occult studies or something. Like supernatural phenomenon, ESP and like psychic powers, that sort of stuff.
That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. So, what brings you here today?
So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place.
Oh, nice. Dang, all in one for 30 bucks. That's a good deal. That's the, like, that has everything, right? It has 1.5, 2.5, and KH3. Because I got 1.5 and 2.5 like bundled together, because I mean obviously they come together, but I got that for like 30 bucks. But all of them for 30 bucks fucking rules.
He asked me like, do you know of a good spirit medium?
Gray did say something about being introduced to this place.
Cause like talking to dead people and like multiple personalities are my thing.
I see. Then why were you taking a nap here? Multiple personalities, calling it the other person is Meanie Mo. Her other personality, and because she definitely has another personality, and it's Meanie Mo. I see. Then why were you taking a nap here?
Like, I wasn't feeling good.
Huh?
I'm like allergic to sesame seeds. They like must have put something in the food they served for lunch.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
So I like felt sick and came here to like sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I like slept a long time.
So you were sleeping here the entire time?
Yeah, ever since lunch.
So you don't know anything about the murder that took place?
Like, what? Oh, that. I like totally know nothing. So who was like, killed?
The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right?
I don't know any Dr. Gray.
Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier?
Huh? What? Well, like a long time ago, I was like a patient. Yeah.
She sounds like she's trying to hide something. Huh. Can't present anything. I guess I'll have to present something to get her to talk. Oh, someone's gonna accost me again. There's no one here, as usual. Ah! Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she's got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Okay. Sounds like a good plan. All right, channeling chamber. Ooh. The nice thing about Phoenix Wright is that all the characters are like caricatures of characters, so their voices are easy to latch onto. Like, that girl was like easy to make a voice for, cause they just basically made it for me. What group is it? And I don't see Maya anywhere.
Hey, you, don't touch anything.
Look, I really need to ask you some questions.
Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright?
Super Bowl party planning. Nice. Gosh, I totally forgot about the Super Bowl. Like, it just completely exited my mind.
About Maya.
I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it.
Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is...
You can ask more about it later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence.
Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh?
He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife.
A knife?
Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot.
Interesting.
Let's check out this blood stain. Or not. I guess we will not check out this blood stain. Okay, he's not over here. Hey, want to see my badge?
I'm really busy right now. I can take a look at it later, alright, pal?
He didn't even take a glance at it.
Dang, he's all professionaled up now. He's doing his job. Well, let's just look around until something happens then.
She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta?
Oh, let me be next.
Don't scare me like that.
What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine. Yeah, Lotta's here. She's still doing her picture thing. She came here to take pictures of supernatural events.
Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you?
No. Well, maybe one thing.
What is it?
Turns out my poor stomach's not too good at handling this kind of thing.
What?
Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you. This is just too much, I say.
What is too much?
Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff. So I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now.
Going after photos more within your reach from now on? More glamour, less gore? What's up?
Oh yeah!
What is it?
I took some hot pictures earlier.
Huh?
Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside.
She did. 2 even.
The seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story.
Lotta!
Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops for the scoop of the century. Ooh. Yeehaw! Go get him, Lotta.
I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? This is gonna be fun.
Oh dear madam, you have such impeccable timing.
Like, what's all the buzz?
All right, everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm gonna give you all a brief update. It's a Tums Festival. That's right, a Tums Festival. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not gonna be done until real late.
That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. This is starting to sound like a Call of Cthulhu game.
What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. All right, the next day. Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. Boom, 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 boom. No, nothing?
Nick!
Maya!
What am I gonna do? I never imagined it would turn out like this.
Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths.
Man, I wanted the detention center music. Give it back. Boom, 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 boom.
Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here, in this detention center.
I finally get to see you again, and
It's not your fault. You didn't do it.
no, I did it. I killed that person.
Ugh, sorry.
My tummy is being not nice to me.
But that wasn't you.
It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so...
I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but...
You don't have to be nice to me. I understand.
Oh, it's different. It's different now.
I like things that are different. Or same shit I got last time. Give it back. Buy a pizza roll? I always pizza rolls. I like it when the goo comes out.
So, you're the master... Sorry.
Plinkett voice fucked up my mouth. I got in Plinkett voice mode. Pizza rolls! Pizza rolls are fucking good. Like, memes aside, I love them. They're like Hot Pockets, but better. 'Cause Hot Pockets suck. I've never liked a Hot Pocket. Pizza rolls, just like, it was all, it's so very nice. When the goo comes out, literally is the best because it like oozes onto the pan and gets like caramelized, like cooked on the bottom and it kind of burnt caramelized a little bit. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Hot Pockets are too tough. You have to wait so long for them to cool down. The pizza rolls, you wait like a minute or two and they're good to go. Or you just immediately pop them in your mouth and go, and then after the first one, it's fine. You just have one where it's like, but then after you're done dealing with that one, the rest are good to go.
So, you're the master or something of the Karain School of Channeling.
Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday.
But many people that think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act.
You believe in us, don't you?
Well, yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so... Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. Honestly, I'm so glad we established that she physically does turn into the spirit, because that was making me crazy. I'm sure we're gonna have to prove that, and people will be like, what? She looks the same. But then we'll be like, I'll present the ability to see, and they'll be like, wow, you're right, I can see that she's different, or some shit like that. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that thing she's doing with her fingers. It looks bad. It looks scary. I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door. She does. She's gonna get a free visit in a couple times here. Like a detention center rewards program. She starts getting like better and better treatment the more times she comes back. Eventually everyone there is just like, hey, it's Maya, how you doing? She's like, hey guys. You know I didn't do it right. Yeah, we know you didn't do it. Maya in jail for tax evasion. And sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes and I began the channeling. Oh, I got it. That reminds me, I gotta play my favorite voice clip of anything. Let me find it. I think about this from time to time. These are Yoshi noises, right? I love this guy, Kasumi Totaka. That's his name. Oh, whoa! It just sounded so good. Yeah, it's so good. Oh, whoa. I can't do that. I can't make my voice do that the way he does. But he's doing a good job. What a hero. Oh, whoops, I clicked back into the thing and accidentally clicked over some dialogue. That's fine. She was just describing the murder. And that's the last thing I remember. Oh, she doesn't remember the actual murder. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself. Or I lose myself. My consciousness. Yeah, she doesn't... There's a discrete little space there. Then you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. Like everybody else, she's got a dream. A dream? What kind of a dream did you have while you were channeling? Ah, a dream, huh? Yes, a dream, Snake. Ah, dreams. I can't... I recall Dream, and we have another, like, 30-minute sequence where we learn that that Snake is, or that Phoenix is also two other characters.
No, really, it's so interesting. Did you know that the African bullfrog does such and so?
No, I didn't know that. Can I save yet?
No, silly. I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It would be called 999. Oh no! It went something like that.
I see. I have no idea what to say to that.
There was a really familiar smell, too.
Under the ground?
Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before.
I guess this is about all the information I'm gonna gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay?
Huh? It? What is it?
The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course.
But
What's wrong?
are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer.
No one's decided that yet.
But I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands.
That's enough, Maya.
It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose. I'm sure.
Stop it.
Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared.
Don't worry, I will. When is the trial?
It sounds like tomorrow.
As usual, 0 prep time. All right, I'm going now.
Wait,
Huh?
this jewel. This is called a magatama. You need to ingest it. It's really bad, but it'll give you good skills. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. It'll make you weak to electricity, but resistant to Zan. Force, I mean. The day after incarceration, I know. This one has no weaknesses. It's broken.
I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday?
And actually, I haven't examined this fucking monument thing.
A giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky. Its origins are written on a beat-up old sign. It looks like this giant rock is called the Kurain Boulder. There's a really complex explanation written here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in, or something like that.
Traditional Californian monument, exactly. Bro, Maya mentioned burgers like the first time we saw her, and I lost my fucking mind. Like, it would be funny and clever, right? If we were really in Japan and not California, and this girl from an insular, like, medium town in like the hills of Japan, doesn't know nothing about the outside world, but she likes hamburgers. Like, that would be funny. But she's like, no, it's normal. It's normal to eat a hamburger. And it's just, I don't understand.
The biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. This is Fey Manor, the place Maya calls home. It's easy to be overwhelmed by its presence.
It's good to eat the bug.
I will not eat the bugs. Rustic, thatch-roofed houses. For the day, take the passage.
Birthday the countryside. Birthday on the people. In the thatch roof.
Where the other villagers live on. They're nowhere near as large or as nice as the manor in front of me. It's kind of odd that I don't see any of the other villagers walking around, though. I bet it's because they hate me, because I'm a weirdo outsider from San Francisco. An old bus stop. It says Kurain Village on the signpost. The buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. It's an old-style phone booth. I can't say it fits in well with the area well, though. My cell phone doesn't get reception up here, so who knows? I may need it later. Okay, well, I already needed it. Slightly translucent. It's small, but has a deep, profound aura about it. That's not Maya's Magatama. Maya's Magatama's like bronze. This is a Magatama you got from Maya, sure. But it's not Maya's Magatama.
Coordinating all the people.
Now I just want to do.
Now I just want to do my strongman voice.
It's like one of the funnest voices I can do.
Consummate V's, consummate. Guy wouldn't know majesty if it came up and bit him in the face.
The meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Ba, 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 ba. Man, I miss Homestar Runner. What was it? I learned those guys did like writing on some show recently. I think it was like the new DuckTales, which is really good. So I was like, wow, okay. That's awesome. Or was it Gravity Falls? It was one of those like, oh yeah, this is one of them really good animated shows that Disney somehow got a hold of. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. She is one scary lady. What's really scary is that hair, am I right, fellas? Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too, while I have the chance. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me, so I killed him. Maya? Yeah, we already saw this. She said, go get the fuck out of here. Get out of my living room. And what happened here in this room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head to make her go unconscious. Or to make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? Is that one of the skills I can learn by leveling up with this Magatama? Is it a Frey cudgel?
The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world.
I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law.
Well, sure it is. It's a testimony. It was Daisojo. He went just like he always does. I saw a meme recently that was like one of those "Oh you" comics, but it was Demi Fiend and Daisojo. He's like, "Hey, how's it going, buddy?" And it's an image of him going, "Yeah!" And it's just the whole screen filled with the yelling noise. He's like, "Oh, you."
By the way, what is this room exactly?
The channeling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday.
What do you mean?
Sometimes, when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday.
Revolt? But how?
When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and her self steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir.
But isn't that extremely dangerous?
An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit. Is it what? It's that I've seen art, like I've seen key art from the game, and it's either is Godot in this one, or is it the lady? I forget. Because there's a lady with blue hair, and then there's Cyclops guy. And I've seen Cyclops guy around. We'll see. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident.
And that would be...
That folding screen there. It is the Kurain Sacred Writings. Along with the Kurain Sacred Urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one... Oh, the humanity.
Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all.
Yeah, for 100% this lady like killed him extra. Like after she ran in. Cause didn't Gumshoe say that that the guy was knifed first? Like he said that he was stabbed and then shot, but we heard both gunshots in the inside. I don't know. Something's going on.
So, how is Pearl today?
Mr. Wright.
Yes?
In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master.
That's very impressive.
Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and is the pride of the Branch family. And she could do the 100 trigram palms or whatever it's called. No, it's 128. It's not, it's because it's multiples of 2.
Wow, she's really fired up now.
Or like squares of, like 2 the powers of 2. In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir.
Quit? Quit what?
Well,
I won't be doing that because you definitely killed this guy. But okay. Oh wait, no, I need to examine the room first. Excuse me. I meant to be in here still. Examine. Examine. And this is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw in the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center here. Okay, well that sure was the same thing pretty much I saw before. The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy looking door. The lock on it is broken because, well, I broke it. It doesn't seem possible, but I managed to break it pretty badly. When we want to do something bad enough, people can do the most amazing things. Yeah. Snake, did you know that when in distress, your genes unlock a burst of strength that you couldn't use otherwise? Ah, what's that called? It's often observed for example, a mother observed in times of crisis. For example, a mother lifting a car to save her child. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. That's rad! I think about "That's Rad" a lot from, what is it, Kiwami? Yeah, it's from Yakuza Kiwami. When Kiryu just looks at people getting the shit beat out of him and he's like, "That's rad!" It's from Zero, that's what it is. Sorry, Kiwami means extreme. That's Yakuza 1. I played Zero. Zero's really good. And some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. I guess they're used during the channeling. It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. I can't read it all. It's a hole. Could this have been made by a bullet? About 8 inches off the ground is a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. All right, please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya. I will tell her. All right, let's go talk to Neji. Fay Manor, winding way. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? Let's examine things, make sure. Nope, nothing more to say about the sacred urn or whatever. Fine, fine. Oh, there's something in here today for some reason. Oh, hey, like, you're that guy from yesterday? The, dentist guy? No, I'm a lawyer. That's right, Mr. Smith Esquire? That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is right. Smith, right? Well, I got like 3 letters at least. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? Oh, no, sorry. That was Phoenix. So, like, I study this thing called parapsychology at the college, and you told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy, too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry. My bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, like, was I talking about again?
If Lotta ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. Jesus, Phoenix. Phoenix, he holds back a lot. I'm just saying. There are many things that Phoenix just like fucking roasts people in his own mind. All the time. Phoenix says the like meanest fucking things about people. He doesn't say them though, he just thinks them. Gosh, bro. So, why are you still here today?
Like, there's so much for me to like study here.
Like what?
Like the medium's training, or like how they inherit their spiritual power.
I suppose. This village is the real thing after all. 1 second, gotta take a drink.
So like, I asked if I could stay here for like a little longer.
She sure seems like the carefree type. At least, on the surface. Have you heard about the murder?
It's like totally scary.
She says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray.
I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him like yesterday too?
That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... Yeah, and she's like, no, she doesn't know nothing. She doesn't know jack shit. Wait, but you told me you already knew him. What? But you introduced him to the medium business. Okay, she is definitely hiding something from me.
Like, is something wrong?
Unfortunately, I don't have any evidence to present to her to force her to talk, but I will show her my badge. Would you take a look at this?
Hey, it's like one of those little badges people in Congress all wear.
No. I'm a lawyer. L-A-W-Y-E-R.
Like, so is that what you are?
See, Tiara, I presented badge. I presented badge to like everybody. I guess I didn't present it to Maya. But I'm remembering it. Actually, examine thing. Now where did this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. It looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. You left the blanket a mess. Are you gonna fold it?
Like, I had a really good nap, and like, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so like, it's all set for tonight.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to the base. Korean Village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir.
Isn't it cute? I like totally bought that.
Ah, so it's yours, huh?
Yeah, so like this village is really famous for like channeling and bears.
Huh. Wait, famous for bears?
But it's like, okay. If you ever like see a bear, you just play dead and they like leave you alone.
Is that right?
Yeah, cause like fighting back is totally of no use.
Has she actually tried to fight one? All right.
Time to move. I have to move out of the place.
Ah, baby here. Baby is, yeah, baby. Ah, you surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. She's still holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday. I will present this first, and then I will present badge. Oh yeah, Maya said to give this to you. I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling.
That's Mystic Maya's.
Huh? She actually spoke?
Who are you?
I'm Phoenix Wright. I, worked with Maya.
You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right?
Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from.
I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
What?
So then, of course, you're gonna help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're gonna do, right?
Well, yeah, I will.
Oh, wow! It's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love.
What? Why am I being boiled into bright red lobster by this little kid?
I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. What a wonderful relationship.
Oh, wait, I mean, we aren't, things aren't like...
I can tell you're a good person. All right, Mr. Nick. I may be small, I may be uwu bean, uwu babby, but I'm gonna help you in any way I can.
All right, thanks.
Look at the badge. Good woman, little baby, anime baby, look at the badge.
I'm sure it is helpful to you in some way, but I'm still in training, so I don't know anything about it. I'm really deeply sorry.
No, it's okay. I shouldn't have shown you something so trivial anyway. I'm very sorry. This feels so weird, talking to a kid like this.
Now don't look sad no more. Do not look sad, baby.
Pearl, are you friends with Maya?
I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her. Up all night. MTV, up all night.
Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered. Yeah, that's Babby, baby. Baby Babby.
Ooh, woo. If you're below 10, this is the sounds that come out of your mouth. Cause you're a little uwu bappy. Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad.
Oh, sorry.
But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her.
Where in the world did she get an idea like that? I think Maya's 18 by this game, so... And what, Nick's only like 25 or 20? He's 25 by this game.
By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from?
Which channeling school?
Yes, for example, I study the Korean technique.
This is a little better. There's a little less and a little more just Babby voice. I get it. No. I'm a lawyer. A lawyer?
Lawyer?
Yep.
Is that related to spirit mediums in any way?
None that I know of. Ooh, wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea.
Yeah, because I think he was 24 in the first game, and now he's 25 because it's like a year later. I was just trying to remember. And Maya was 17 in the last game. And 18 in this one. According to this translation. I don't know about the original translation. Oy, 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 oy. Pulls collar. Japan.
Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. So, what's that you've got there, Pearl?
Oh, this? I found it yesterday.
Ah,
If you want it, I can give it to you.
alright, well, if you really want to give it to me.
You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick.
She not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. Black key added to the court record. Cool.
Ah, he's old. That's really funny. I like old Phoenix.
Mr. Nick?
Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl.
Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama?
Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you.
But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy.
Spiritual energy?
Yeah, we're getting to all of them, baby. I'm going through these.
Well, that was quick.
Please, take this. I'm sure it will be helpful.
What do you mean?
It will let you see people's secrets.
A7. God, there's so many of these games.
At least that gives me a lot of, a lot of material.
See people's secrets?
Yes. If it's all right with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret.
Okay, let's go to the side room. I'm really excited about this series. Ace Attorney is something I always thought was cool but never played. But now streaming gives me a reason to do all of them. And I like reading. I am seized by the fatal paternal need to read stories to children. I will read you bedtime story like little baby. Then Phoenix says something stupid.
Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. Let's see, let me move my mic over just a little bit.
She's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter?
What? No. How old do you think I am?
As old as my parents were when they had me.
I mean, 25.
25's getting there, brah. It's time for you to settle down. Yeah, let's learn about hiding things from me. Very obviously.
I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray.
Well, I mean, yeah, some people do. Both my parents were born way younger than that. Like, to parents way younger than that. I, totally don't know him. Whoa. Yeah, mini game!
Ah, what is that?
Huh? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it's the fucking Chains of Babylon or whatever. it's it's Gilgamesh's noble phantasm, or not? Yeah, no, that. Wait, his noble phantasm's the little glow stick. The chains of Babylon are also his. He has like 4 noble phantasms. He has like so many. It's broken. He has the gates, he has the things, and he has these chains.
You can see the lock on that person's heart.
What?
This is the power of the Magatama.
Yeah, I mean, I assume it'd be rare. He's the only one I know of that has more than one. Aside from, like, Archer, who, you know, has all of them. But I guess he also has all of them, so, you know. Whatever.
Only you can see these Cyclocks, Mr. Nick.
Cyclocks, huh? Cyclocks. Nanomachines, huh?
The more someone wants to hide the secret, the more locks you will see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it.
Cyclops. Oh no, is that why Godot is in this game? For Cyclops? I don't actually know if Godot is in this game. Or Godot. I'm not pronouncing it Godot. I'm pronouncing it Godot like you're supposed to. I really like Cyclops though. Unlock? But how? I just know he has his coffee. FK in the coffee. Like, I only have seen him in GIFs and like Tumblr posts when it was big to make long ass fucking Tumblr posts with a million fucking GIFs where they come out and talk to each other about something useless, stupid, fill up my timeline with garbage. Man, 2014 Tumblr was different.
Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person.
Yeah, that fucking not just that, like, that's the good one that survived because it was actually funny. But there were so fucking many. It was bad. I hated it.
And let's remove the lock.
I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try.
You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop.
Well, I mean, yeah, I get it's definitely like a more sincere kind of stupid. Disregard. No, it'll be fine. I just have to stab myself. Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give this Cyclock thing a try. Look, it's a little lock. I'm going to ask you again. Did you know Dr. Gray? I totally don't know that guy. Like, you're totally more persistent than a roach. Velardo! This girl is hiding something. I'm sure of it. Yeah, this is Phoenix's stand. Like, this is the most fucking stand shit I've ever seen. Yeah, the high-res sprites are a little weird. I kind of don't like them. Like, I've seen the original art, and the original art's great. I don't like, honestly, I don't like when anything does this. Like, I was playing Chrono Trigger a while back, and it let me switch back to the original graphics mode, and they're so much better than like the weird painted mess. Yeah, Final Fantasy on iOS, that kind of thing. Okay, I can't pause right now, but I'll pause in a minute and see if I can actually change it to original graphics, because that'd be cool. I haven't actually checked. Chrono Trigger, it's Chrono Trigger DS.
that's on Steam. It used to have weird bugs on Steam, but it's all solved now, and it plays real great. I mean, it's freaking Chrono Trigger. But yeah, it's it lets you switch between the graphic modes, and holy shit, are the original graphics better than like this thing. The weird painted versions of pixel art have never been good. I think I think it's a modified version of the DS version, but like that's the base of it. I think it's the DS translation as well. Because I think there are different translations, but I don't know. I don't personally know a lot about it. I think Vinny talked about it on his stream once. Yeah, it's a good version. I mean, I'm a fan of it. I played through the whole thing and it was fine. It was fun. I liked it. Yeah, used to the Steam version had like issues, like save bugs and things didn't work right and it was really glitchy. But I played through the whole thing and it was totally good. But obviously, like the DS version was good. I heard that a lot. But the PC release has now become something that's very playable. I don't know about it compared to other versions because I obviously didn't play them, but I didn't have any problems. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's Magatama. The victim. Eeny meeny. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is.
I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof?
Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him.
Like, what do you mean? Like, indirectly?
Yeah, no, I got what you meant. I should try to show that the possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Eeny and Dr. Gray. Let's look at their things. Doesn't say anything in their profiles. Parapsychology. I mean, the evidence is that she fucking told us that she introduced them. Here's your proof.
Like, what is that?
Ouch. I guess it doesn't have anything to do with it, huh? Whatever, I'll just try everything. Girls did warn me. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you, she said. If I don't have enough evidence, I should probably stop. Time has stopped. 1 second has passed. 2 seconds have passed. I should take another look at the court record and think through it one more time. Okay, indirectly known. Possible connection. I literally don't know. That's really funny. Oh no. Eat your cheese and wine, Apollo. That's fucking hilarious. Like everyone gets to have Phoenix in their own little country. I can't. Australian Phoenix. Oh, how's it going there? I'm Phoenix Wright, and that's fucking awesome. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Let's see. Let's see if I encounter some more fucking jokers.
Hey, it's you, pal. So you're gonna be a lawyer, I bet?
Yes.
Oh, I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side.
Detective Gumshoe. In European releases, the statue was a souvenir from Australia to justify the time difference. Huh! That's pretty funny.
Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary, honest.
Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids.
Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real, genuine pistol.
Are you scared of me? Tara, no! Tara, no, don't give that child a gun! Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing showing her something that dangerous?
Oh, sorry.
Want to see a dead body? It's like that. They fucking Tara ass. Yeah, just give Riku a gun. He loves it. What about Maya and the charges against her?
I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces.
You've got proof?
Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer's going to testify tomorrow.
You must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta... I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures of the murder scene inside. Lotta's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured.
Besides, you must realize by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it.
What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? This is... Yeah. I mean, that's the thing they do. It's like, what's his face? Majima. They give Majima a southern accent. That's what, I feel like that's what most localization teams do for Kansai. They're just like, yeah, you're from the south, you're from the country. I'm gonna go get some more water real fast. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Cause the Phoenix voice is a little rough, not gonna lie. Not bad, but you know. I just need to have a little more water than I did with maybe Danganronpa because it's just a little more raspy. And it's also just turning into Raiden the longer I go, so I need to try and keep it light a little bit. My original idea was to have him somewhere between like Raiden and Sonic. Like, whoa, hey, Phoenix Wright. But I just like the Raiden Snake voice, so... About Dr. Gray.
The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year.
Yeah, I know.
I was looking through some of those newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I had cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it.
He's searching through his pockets and... Boy, are those big.
It looked really interesting, too. Hey, you have a copy, pal?
A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy into the office when he came by. Ah, cool. About Maya's trial tomorrow.
I've got 2 pieces of news for you, pal.
2?
Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So, which do you want to hear first?
I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not gonna like it.
Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma.
Okay, so it is the girl. It's his daughter. What? Von Karma? Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Well, got a little more Sonic. Wait, Pat's cool. Wait a sec, but didn't Von Karma stand trial and...
That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually a successor.
Successor? I thought she looked Von Karma-esque from the art, because there's the Steam banner has her in it. Like, she looks like Von Karma a little bit. So, who is this successor to Von Karma?
Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. Each kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal.
Huh. Kid, huh? Wait a sec. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about.
Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal.
Wait, how did Von Karma manage to... Wow.
That country's got a lot of stuff and is a great place to develop a person's talents. A real ally, you would say.
Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Ugh, still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Yeah, this is just normal. Stop it. Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore. Now that he's gone. Trying to make Gumshoe's voice a little different, because last time it was like not different enough from my normal voice. Yeah, you basically are useless if you're not a prosecutor by 10 years old. Nothing, I guess. I guess he's good. We can go to... It's not even a full-time job. Gosh. Can't look at blood. Blood not important. No, let's look back here. There is some empty space behind the folding screen. Yeah, I know, right? That's how I feel about everything. Like, I could have done with something. What's wrong with me? No. Whoops. Wait, what did he say? The light of the candles can't, it's completely dark. No one's hiding back there. Wouldn't there be a bullet, Phoenix? Like from the bullet hole? No? Just gonna move on, that's fine. Whatever. We'll just ignore it. The bullet. Let's examine. Anything to examine? Nope. Time to go back to the office. Phew. Feels like I've been gone forever. But it's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Huh. Where could it be?
Super Bowl.
Ah, here it is. Right on the top of my desk. And this is the only thing he left behind that's gonna be of any help. Newspaper clipping. Hell yeah. Anything else? A poster of the TV action hero Steel Samurai. Maya stuck it up here right before she left. I wouldn't say that the Steel Samurai and an attorney's office are a good match, but Maya threatened to curse me with some magic spell, so I guess it can stay. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. It's a memento of my boss, Mia, who passed away. The rest of the room may be in shambles, but I always manage to take care for this little fella. Yeah, he gets kindness when he gives it plant food. There's a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. Until recently, it had been a normal business class hotel. Yeah, until recently. Now it's a haunted mansion or whatever. Or it's at least a themed hotel. It's my desk. I keep it neat for those rare occasions when I actually have a client in the office. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. Actually, I've neglected them for so long. A layer of dust has started to form. One of these days, I should try and build up the courage to read one. I guess. It's not like there are any rules in a courtroom, so I don't know why you would. You just do whatever the fuck you want. Let's talk to you. Give you this. You want to look at it? Want to take a look at it? Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and
Hey, it's that news story. The one about the malpractice suit.
I can't get his voice to where I want it to be because I don't know where I want it to be, but it's just not getting me. 14 patients died, and it caused a huge stink.
Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that.
You mean the car accident the nurse died in?
Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal. This is for you.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Gumshoe. Mimi Miney. I knew it. I told you. Other personality. Oh no. Oh no, it's her sister. Never mind. She said she's researched multiple personalities, and I'm like, oh, she's got another personality that's like clever, smart. Which means, where's Mo Miney? We need a Mo Miney now. We have Eenie, and then Meanie. We need Mo.
Leonardo.
Oh, I'm still hurt. Eenie Miney, blah 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 like blah 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 blah. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney. Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So,
you noticed. She was my older sister.
I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister.
Game over!
Yeah, I get healed. Well, that's pretty nice. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. Whoa, oh Jesus. She looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh character. Like with the eyes specifically, but also the way her hair spikes are.
My sister's name was Meanie Miney. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
And that's what I thought.
I heard that like Dr. Gray was really tough on people, like a total slave driver. My sis was like always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked.
Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel?
That guy like drove my sis so hard that like that's where the accident happened.
The one where 14 patients died from malpractice?
Yeah, like I think that was the doctor's fault too. My sis was pushed by like everyone's expectations and like her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to death.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So like, are we done? I feel like I already told my story to like everyone.
Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psych lock works.
Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to.
The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying.
All right, well, that was sort of solve that. Nothing. I say we go talk to... No, wait, shoot. Wrong thing. God dang it. Move. We go talk to Maya. To Maya now.
Mr. Nick,
Huh? What's wrong?
I have never left Kurain Village.
Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing.
You are going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi.
Had a cough there. Hey, wait! She ran off. Again. Well, I know Enie's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm gonna save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with the smile or a straight face. Well, let's go! What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice. Yeah, there she is. Mia! You're still hanging around. You haven't moved on or anything? You're just chilling, just watching us? You don't have anything better to do in the afterlife? Okay, whatever. Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Her fucking Liefeld pose. Her face looks fucking weird. I feel bad, because it looks better in the original. But it's like, all fucked up. Yeah, she was the lady. She was my boss, and then she died. And she just comes and talks to me still, because I guess she doesn't have anything better to do. What's wrong with your face? Like, her lips are way too high and they're angled wrong, and like, come on, man. It's the shading too. The shading makes it look bad. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. Yeah, this guy's a pro. He sees this kind of stuff all the time. Little girls transforming into, you know, Miss Mommy. He's just fucking, he's standing there. He looks like he's dead. He looks like he has fucking zombie eyes. Like, clearly his pupils are like supposed to be here. He's looking that way. But I mean, he just looks like he has no pupils. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets. And especially when it's bad. Mia. You can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... So, tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. Yeah, the lips are bad! It's messed up! I've seen the original too, because I'm like, I need to look at this. I need to like look at everyone's sprites. And she looks great in the original, but the lips are like... What's wrong with your face indeed? I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes deep in thought while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is? Tell me, please. Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. Okay. Not guilty. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Like, she has no upper lip, but her bottom lip is like, it's like bee sting. Like, come on, man. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix, you already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. Some say Kai, but the meaning is the same. Mia, have you seen this key before? Keyblade! It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow.
You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is.
Keyblade.
Ah, not my dig, but thanks though, man. That is enough. But how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have? Well, it was what's her face. Like, we know this. It was Morgan. I didn't know it at the time. But this day was gonna end with a turn for the surprising. Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right. Only I can see the Cyclops. Which means Mia must know something about the real murder. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key, even from me, what in the world is going on? To be continued. How spooky! It spooked me. Yeah, okay, we'll save. Yeah, turn for the surprising is a weird turn of phrase, Phoenix. I think you should talk like a person. It's the next day. Yeah. So no, there's no place for me to change the... Let's go to the title screen and see. And we'll just load. And these are all the options I have access to. Yeah, it's the same, it's normal. Why are these sound effects weirdly louder? Like these are not as loud, but these are like way fucking loud. Oh, I guess that's true. Still though, I'd still prefer it. It'd be interesting to see. Man. But I mean, it's pixel art. It's not the same art. Blown up, it'd still be pixels. You just have to have it be 1-to-1, which I think is fine. But you know, whatever. As long as it's scaled up properly, like if it's like properly whatever, it still looks good. Like Chrono still looks good when its sprites are real big. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean? No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Yeah, I don't actually know. Do these people go to jail for murder, or do they just get like immediately executed? I forget. I assumed they just got immediately executed because that's like the comedic idea of what I see in Phoenix, right? It's like, yeah, they just fucking die or murder, or they just take them out back and just shoot them in the head and like, oh, there we go, justice is served. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. They go to jail? Okay.
I wasn't sure, but in my mind, with that, like as soon as the trial's over, they're like, "Yeah, we got you." Okay, cool. Well, that's good. That way you can have returning characters, because it'd be kind of lame if you just like, "Yep, this guy's gone forever. Can't see him again."
It's no good.
Mystic Maya!
Pearly! You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way.
I was really worried about you.
Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together?
Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks.
Huh? Then you came all by yourself?
Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map.
Don't tell me you walked all the way here.
Of course not. I ran.
That's, can't... Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train. Oh man.
Pearly,
What about the train?
huh? What's a train?
I give up.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, running 10 miles every day. It's time, isn't it?
I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma.
Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that?
He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him as though I'd only seen him yesterday.
They're just yelling objection at each other.
Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life... Maya, please don't ever mention that name again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean?
Court will commence shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom.
Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway.
Yeah, he's definitely dead. Edgeworth's definitely dead. That really good character, he's fucking dead. We'll never see him again. I've never seen anything about Phoenix Wright ever. Yeah, look at her!
Yes, court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The prosecution and the defense prepared.
What is with this kid?
Ahem, Mr. Wright, are you prepared?
Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me?
Yeah, she is. She's totally doing the sleeve grab.
Mr. Phoenix Wright. But I have to say, what was my voice for Montcarva was like a Dracula. Bleh. I had to think about it for a moment. Montcarva.
So I have to think about what her voice is gonna be.
You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on, so she's the famed successor to the prosecutor Von Karma? I am Francisca Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I'll get there. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason: revenge. She will be, she has a VIP with a V. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma?
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can.
I am talking.
She's just whipped everybody. Did she physically whip? Did she physically whip the judge? Like that was like a
Final Fantasy crit animation. Like I expected numbers to show up. What the fuck is happening? If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Yow! Yeah, you can't. You're a vampire. You're not a Belmont. Make no mistake. I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix, right? Nah, I don't know if I'm feeling this voice. I have to figure out where it's going, you know?
Cause the Dracula really worked for Von Karma.
But she's like, I can't really do the voice for her so well, so well, we'll see.
Yes, prosecutor Von Karma. Your opening statement, please.
Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Yes, very well. What is the defense's position?
Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. This is Russian. Duh. It's just not consistent. It's not. I'm throwing it out. Yeah, Baka indeed. See, now that you mentioned it, for that they like changed everything and all the all of the locations for every relocalization, I am mad. Like, where did she train for the German version? Did she train in Russia? Is that the joke? Like, the Von Karmas are like the Karminskis, and they're a Russian family in the German version. That'd be funny. Ah, the German. I don't know. 10 minutes before it changes its plea. Okay. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say he did kill someone. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. Ah, she's becoming Hans and Franz. Or Romania, yeah, for the Dracula. Hans, we are going to pump you up. He's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Witness, your name and occupation?
Yes, sir. My name's Dick Gumshoe and I'm a detective at the local precinct.
Bah! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. If everyone would just, please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut.
I know, he was doing it, he was fine.
At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir.
Channeling a spirit?
That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor.
Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from the inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room.
Yes, and that's when they found the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. Brr, Batman.
Okay, floor plans.
So, how's the victim killed?
I was about to get to that.
Stop wasting my time, Sid. Cause of death.
The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot fired was from a point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
So, Batman, the victim was stabbed before being shot.
I'm starting to get into it. We're getting rolling with the Bane Sean Connery voice.
This is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
The court accepts it as evidence, Mr. Wright. You may question the witness. Batman, do you feel in charge?
The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it?
It was the victim's.
The victim? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on the pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints. There were fingerprints.
Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Fey, Hayes, were also on the grip, sir.
I love Bane posting. It's so funny.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
I walked right into her hands there. Well, I mean, it's good to know. At least their fingerprints are on it. But what about the powder burns? Why does every detective story ignore powder burns? Point blank, huh? So, how far away is that?
It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away.
And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Mr. Phoenix Light, I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn. Thank you. Thank you for talking about this. Yeah, Bane posting is forever. I'm glad that I immediately talked about this. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Okay, but those aren't the powder burns I'm talking about. I'm talking about the... So, whenever you fire a gun, you get microscopic, I don't know, microscopic, but tiny powder burns on your hands. Like, because there's a spray of gunpowder around the gun, obviously, and you can't really feel it, but they're definitely there if you do a forensic analysis. So you can always tell, if they didn't wear gloves, if a person has powder burns on their hands. So you could say like, they might have worn gloves, but it's always something that comes into play with any firearm, anything, because it's a telltale sign. If someone has powder burns, then they definitely shot the gun. If they don't, then it's very possible they didn't, especially if there are no gloves, they don't wear gloves, and there are no gloves in the room, and you know, that kind of thing. But in this case, obviously Maya did fire the gun, but still.
But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest.
Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with?
A fruit knife.
I see. And whose knife was it?
That looks like it belonged to the face, sir. And of course, Maya's fingerprints are all over it.
All over it, huh?
This does not look good.
What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death.
How severe was the wound?
If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Use the bit after the stab.
Get to the stabbing.
Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yup, sure as can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? I think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What a pain.
Bad, that's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered.
I brought the two murder weapons with me today.
Very well. The court accepts them into the evidence.
Okay, bears Maya's fingerprints. He belongs with the phase, bears Maya's fingerprints. Okay.
The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
Two murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. This does seem like an open and shut case.
Look at her little bow. Naturally.
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Batman. I was born in the court, molded by it. Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I'd better think this through all the way. Not a fucking chance. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer.
Yeah, sure. People who defend their lives from crazy people, we all think of those people as murderers. No, it's fine. It's fine.
I can't let that happen. Your Honor.
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective.
Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir.
Yes, but now see here. Proceedings are run by... yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Okay, let's hear about it. I'm sure adding more things onto a rock solid testimony is definitely not a bad idea.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume that the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
What? It's got a bullet hole in it. What are you, stupid?
So this was the costume.
Ah, blood-stained. Ritual of the night.
There certainly is evidence of a backspray of blood on this.
This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir.
And you withheld this from the court. Why? The court accepts this into evidence.
It's fine. It's fine.
Maya's fingerprints on both the murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse?
Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss? I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Using my first name, how forward. Here in America, we don't do that. My full government name. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier?
You're kinda scary today, you know, pal.
Kyrie, you fake priest.
Yes, come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. All right, just please stop glaring at me like that.
Damn, Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix is toughened up. Way to go, buddy. Standing his ground. Phoenix, I'm proud of him.
Maya's costume?
Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her.
Maya. She's wearing her channeling costume today, too.
Or you could call it a uniform, a garb even, ceremonial garb.
Is she not allowed to wear anything else?
Kimono. It's covered in blood.
And this blood on the costume.
Lab results show that it's the victim's blood.
So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
I think you mean glean with an N, but okay. Maybe gleam also means that? I don't know.
Well.
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But it's too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on.
Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct.
Ugh, now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do?
No, there's plenty of fucking time. There's a goddamn courtroom.
Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder.
Yeah, I wonder what it could be. Aha, typo. They messed it up. They made the game wrong.
I am very intelligent. Luckily, you made a typo in your response, so I do not have to respond to the content, rather than only the typo.
I fucking hate people like that.
Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it.
Ugh, looks like my time is up. So about the costume. Your Honor, actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What?
What are you talking about, pal?
Well, it's the problem you're talking about.
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
The sleeve? There is a tiny hole here.
A hole? But that wasn't in the report.
Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder.
Gunpowder? No one ever told me.
A hole that smells of gunpowder.
It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
Order! Order! Yes, this is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else.
Yeah, it's got a bullet hole in it.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir.
Yeah, she definitely didn't remove it from the report or anything. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke, nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor on Karma said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then...
No way.
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, I should put my hand over my mouth when I do that. Bane! Pleased to meet you, Batman. I was born in the cheese, molded by it.
They did not ever say how many bullets. Not fighting back, but what about the bullet hole? He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't?
We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal.
So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around the murder change drastically.
We're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove the victim did fight back. Well, theoretically, you could do an autopsy and like, oh, are these muscles tensed? You know, whatever. That Von Karma. She thinks she can decide the verdicts with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her. Wait, shoot, I didn't mean that. I meant tab. Q and tab right next to each other. We just had this conversation. Look at it. Look at the bullet hole. Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
Okay, good. I didn't even look at it. But yeah, so like for example, the powder burns on his hands. That would be something like, oh, yeah, he fought back because he had the powder burns on his hands. And those even on a live person stick around for like a day or two.
Kind of a weird feeling.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back?
You're right.
Yes, it seems you're correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
All right, the wind seems to be shifting. But, what is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Miss Von Karma.
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Ah. Now what you...
Why, that's right.
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No.
Well, yes, that's true.
Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
How so?
Ah.
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Oh, you mean by myself? You want me to put together a scenario all by myself? Yes, sir. Right away, sir. During the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
Yeah, but what motive did she have? Let's talk about that.
The scenario you may have put together does make sense.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Wright?
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now, your cross-examination, please. Trebek.
There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely that the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
Objection! You think you can get away with such a flimsy reasoning, Mr. Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Kurian channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Kurian channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you're talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue the testimony.
Of course, the victim is allowed to... So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him.
But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad.
So how badly hurt would you say he was?
Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Back! Sorry.
While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from?
It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day.
But a handgun?
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something?
The victim took a shot, but because they were too close to...
So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life.
The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger.
Do revolvers have safeties? Even me, I wonder. Now do you understand? Von Kammer's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes this look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Well, let's look at what saw her chance. Diagram of Fey Manor. Modern revolvers do have a safety neck. Well, there you go. I kind of figured, but it's something I'd never thought about because you don't think of revolvers like, you know, the classic Colt 44 and stuff like that as having a safety. But there you go. I mean, it makes sense, like modern safety standards. It's a push one, huh? Most of the safeties I'm familiar with are like on modern rifles that have the like, it's one of their firing modes. Like you have, like safety, and then you have semi-auto, and obviously you don't really have full auto on stuff that I've shot, but you have like another mode that's like a quick trigger mode kind of thing. I forget what it's called, but I don't think it's legal here in Washington to have them, but in Texas you had a lot of those. Because semi-automatic and whatever this other mode is are not necessarily the same. Bear's fingerprints. Review the time of the murder. Huh. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Slide, huh? Oh yeah, interesting. You can learn something new every day. I've never actually shot a revolver, so, you know, I don't know. Only double actions have safeties. Huh. This is kind of interesting. Anyway, video game I should probably play. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Maybe this is where... Well, yeah, I mean, obviously this is he's editorializing, so there's no real validity to any of this. Maybe actually I present this here, like to prove that there was more than one shot. Let's look at the floor plans. Because obviously this isn't gonna hold up for very long, but it might just move us to the next, like, area of the case, you know? Anything else to check? Not really. No, music didn't stop. Let me get a hint from Phoenix again at the end. There's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last... The truth... I don't know. Took out his gun. Took a shot. Missed because they were too close. Yeah, I know, right? As soon as, like, you know, as soon as you press the button, oh, the music didn't stop. Now it's wrong. I don't even know what's supposed to be a contradiction here because they were too close. So let's see, what assertions does he make? Because those are... Defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. So, saw her chance to stab the victim. Then, of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. Victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Maybe they were too close? Crime scene? Nah, I'm not coming up with it. Alright, Tiara, what's the skinny? We just talked about how the Karain technique. Maybe it's a profile? No. Mother of pearl, har har. So if she was channeling and we're using... Yeah, I could still use it. Cause it's not clicking with me. Cause he doesn't seem to say anything, cause there are like logical issues with it on the fourth statement, because they were so close. Okay. I guess that's the answer. I don't see how that's supposed to be the answer, but... Like, yeah, these don't connect with me at all. Missing the tiny hole in this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Okay. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. What?
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burn on this costume? But
Okay, fine. Sorry. I just got like right in there. Yeah, it's all good. I just hit the desk and got real. I was just like, ugh. How am I supposed to? I don't know. I think it's. I don't know. Can you still hear me? Everything says it's good on my end. No, I think I just got real close to it. Like, because I put my head in my hand for a second, but doing that put me like right up next against the mic. So going, ugh, might have done that. I'm so mad about this gunpowder, because the gunpowder burns aren't, you don't physically see them because they're very small. Whatever.
The gunpowder burn.
This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Oh!
But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
Well, you wouldn't be able to determine that unless you did a forensic analysis of it. You don't.
That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that?
With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that.
Oh, look at her. Oh! Oh! Well, then. That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. Then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think.
Why? That makes no sense. If she's stabbing him with the knife, then why would she run away? Why would she push him away?
There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
The fatal
Flaw? Ah!
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking.
What? It's just the... What, the knife? Or the costume, because then when she was, if he fired when she was about to make the final blow, then there would be, I don't know, we'll see. I'll just try. Let's try just the fucking costume again, because there are still no powder burns on it. And if if he shot right when she was about to make the final blow, then they'd still be close, right?
Take a look at this.
Why are you showing this to me, pal?
Prosecutor Von Karma's explanation and this piece of evidence.
Do not contradict.
Huh?
Looks like you need to use your brain a little more, pal.
Ugh, being lectured by Gumshoe of all people is so embarrassing.
Come on, hurry up and get that thinking cap on.
What?
Okay, she put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took a shot. Okay, well that didn't hurt me, so I guess it's fine. Well, that's stupid. Why would she put some distance? That's fucking stupid. There's no... There's no reason. If she had a knife... It's because I'm just having trouble with, like... What the hell are they trying to say? They're very inconsistent with this... gunshot powder stuff. I guess it doesn't matter. I just fucking choose everything. Then shot at point blank. This? No. I thought she took his gun. Like, that was the thing we were going with. We said that she took his gun. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't hurt me, so I don't care. Like, I could just do whatever I want. So, she put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. When she was about to strike, the doctor took a shot. We already talked about this fucking... gunpowder burn shit. It doesn't hurt me. I don't care. This is so stupid. The bullet hole? Okay. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What?
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Are these two really that clueless? The bullet hole went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, Maya, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. What? That doesn't make any sense at all. Shite. Perfect shite. But, okay, so if she's standing there, he points up, and her hands, like, it could easily go at a downward angle. Because think about where her sleeves are, right? Her sleeves extend low to the ground. So if she was standing and he shot through her sleeve, it would be going at a downward angle. Toward, like, it's completely arbitrary.
This changes everything.
Please, look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location, about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Well, right here. Somewhere around here. Uh-oh, the judge's face is scrunched like he just smelled some serious bad breath. That is,
Wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up.
Sure.
In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Wright.
Of course. Whoops. What's done is done. For now, I should focus on where Maya was at the time of the crime. Okay. So, right here, I guess? Okay.
What? Wait, what the fuck do you want? What do you want from me? Excuse me? So I have, So I have literally where they placed the the K, the killer, and where she should have been. Where the fuck do you want? What, was she right here? What the hell? I'm losing my mind. What is happening? What, was she over here then? Okay, fine. Oh, I wasn't close enough. She was standing here, near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? Blah. That's impossible. Sorry, I thought we were back to Phoenix again. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You...
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But how do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time?
Squatting all the way down by the folding screen?
This is so flimsy. This is the flimsiest that Phoenix Wright has been to me so far. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? This is just literally people saying what they think they wanted to happen based on the verdict they're trying to get. This is not even... This is literally just, I don't know, I say she was standing over here. Why? Well, because I say so. Because I've arbitrarily decided she was squatting. Well, how do you know she was squatting? How do you know he didn't just try to get the gun up and then fired early? Like, there's so... And how... No one knows anything about what happened in there. We're just saying it. It's not like this is testimony. It's insane.
Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense.
Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason.
Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job.
No.
All right. With this, the rest of the trial should be in the blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic?
How is it my fault?
You can start by repairing your standing by first removing the 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later.
Punishment?
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta.
Very well. Yes, very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
Whew.
To be continued. Ah, perfect. Perfect time to leave off. Well, this was a super fun stream, guys. I'm glad to be playing more Phoenix Wright. Oh, and even though it was a little silly, we're making progress. I will be back tomorrow for an extra stream since I missed 2 days this week. Blah. I'll be finishing 13 Sentinels that day. And then we'll be back on Monday with maybe more Phoenix Wright and maybe something else. I've got a couple of games in the pipeline. We'll see how it all shakes out. But for now, I'm going to be taking my leave right at the screen so we don't get into stuff. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for listening to Funny Voice Show starring Funny Voice. It's always a pleasure. It's always a good time. I will see you guys tomorrow. At the same time, of course. 1 p.m. Pacific Standard. Just like always. Bye-bye.